Welcome to our channel, USA Coin Spot. In this video I am going to tell you about the Roosevelt Dime, United States of America, which are very valuable and rare. If you have them, you can take advantage of them. Top 1. Have you ever picked up a dime and thought, it's just 10 cents? What if I told you that one single dime, a small silver-colored coin from 2003, could be worth thousands, even tens of thousands of dollars? That's right, today we're diving into the incredible story of the 2003 American Roosevelt Dime from the US Mint Proof set, a coin that might look ordinary, but could secretly be worth a fortune hiding in plain sight. This isn't your everyday pocket change. This dime was born in San Francisco in 2003, carrying the famous S mint mark that collectors recognize instantly. Unlike circulation coins that get tossed around, scratched, and dulled with time, this one was struck with perfection in mind. Proof coins are the superstars of the minting world: polished dies, mirror-like fields, frosted designs, and sharp, clean detail that almost sparkle when they catch the light. Each one is handled with care, sealed in special holders, and made for collectors who crave perfection. But every now and then, one of these perfect proofs ends up becoming something much more, a hidden treasure worth a small fortune. Now, the 2003 Roosevelt Dime Proof Set coin features the familiar face of President Franklin D. Roosevelt, designed by John R. Sinek, and on the reverse, the iconic torch, olive branch, and oak branch, symbols of liberty, peace, and strength. But while the design hasn't changed much over the decades, the story behind this particular year, and this particular version, is what makes it fascinating. The San Francisco Mint produced two types of proof dimes in 2003, one in clad metal, and another in 90% silver. The silver version, often overlooked by casual collectors, is the one that's quietly getting attention among experts. It's not just the shine or the craftsmanship, it's the rarity, the pristine condition, and the fact that the number of surviving perfect examples is smaller than many realize. For collectors, rarity plus perfection equals big money. So how can something that says 10 cents on the front possibly be worth thousands? The answer lies in the details. Proof coins are struck multiple times to bring out sharpness and clarity. If you have a flawless one, no scratches, no toning, no haze, and especially if it's been graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC with a high grade, you've got something special. Add in the fact that some versions are struck in silver, and suddenly that small dime transforms from pocket change into a serious collectible. Imagine opening an old proof set, maybe one you bought years ago or inherited from a family member. You flip through the coins, pennies, nickels, quarters, and then there it is, that tiny, shining 2003 dime with the S mint mark staring back at you. Could it be one of the few top-quality examples that collectors are fighting over? Could it be the one that turns an old set into a mini jackpot? The truth is, most 2003 proof dimes are worth a few dollars. But when you find the right one, the silver proof, in immaculate, mirror-perfect condition, possibly even a top-graded example, you enter an entirely different world. Some collectors and auction results have shown that the value for the most exceptional 2003 proof dimes can climb into unbelievable territory. We're talking about coins that could fetch anywhere from $2,700 all the way up to $62,000. Yes, that's right. A single dime that might be sitting quietly in someone's drawer right now could be worth between $2,700 and $62,000. Now, before you rush to cash in your coin jar, take a closer look. If you have a 2003 dime, check the mint mark under good light. If it's an S, you're dealing with a proof coin. Then look for silver edge coloring. Silver proofs have a distinct brightness and lack the coppery color of clad coins. And whatever you do, don't handle it too much. Proof coins are delicate, and one fingerprint or tiny scratch can drop the value dramatically. Keep it in its protective case, or handle it only with soft gloves. If your coin looks perfect, and I mean absolutely flawless, it might be time to get it professionally graded. Certification can make the difference between a $10 sale and a 5-figure payday. Grading companies like PCGS and NGC use a 70-point scale, and proof coins graded PR 69 or PR 70 are the cream of the crop. Once you have that certification in hand, you can explore selling options, online auctions, collector forums, or high-end coin dealers. But even if your dime doesn't turn out to be one of the ultra-rare pieces, owning a proof coin from 2003 still connects you to an amazing piece of American minting history. It's a reminder that the smallest coins often carry the biggest stories, and sometimes, the biggest surprises. So, check your collection. Check those old proof sets hiding in drawers, in safes, or tucked away in boxes. Because that tiny 2003 Roosevelt dime, shining with perfection, could be your unexpected treasure, a coin worth anywhere from $2,700 up to $62,000. And all it takes is one lucky find to turn a 10-cent coin into a once-in-a-lifetime discovery. Top 2. Have you ever looked at a tiny dime and thought, what could this possibly be worth? Just 10 cents, right? Well, what if I told you that one special dime from 2012, yes, the American Roosevelt dime from the official U.S. Mint proof set, could be worth far, far more than you ever imagined? What if I told you that the right one, in the right condition, could be worth thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars? You're going to want to listen carefully, because today's coin is one that many collectors are chasing, and a few lucky people have already cashed in on. The coin we're talking about is the 2012 Roosevelt dime, a stunning piece struck with extraordinary care by the United States Mint at San Francisco. This isn't the dime that jingles around in your pocket or hides under your car seat. This one is a proof coin, a precision-made masterpiece designed specifically for collectors, featuring mirror-like fields and frosted details so sharp you could almost feel them with your eyes. Each one is born from polished dies struck multiple times under controlled conditions, and then sealed in special cases as part of the annual proof set. Now, the 2012 Roosevelt dime may look simple at first glance, but under magnification, it's a thing of pure perfection. On the obverse, you'll see the timeless portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt, calm, confident, and dignified. On the reverse, the iconic symbols of liberty, peace, and strength, the torch, olive branch, and oak branch, gleam like miniature sculptures. But what makes this dime so fascinating isn't just the design. It's the combination of rarity, quality, and collector demand that can transform this modest coin into a serious payday. You see, proof coins like these are not made for circulation. They're made in limited numbers, and that's where the story begins. The 2012 proof set was sold directly to collectors, which means fewer coins were ever made compared to regular circulation dimes. Add to that the fact that some were minted in silver, real 90% silver, and suddenly you have something special. The silver-proof version from 2012 carries both metal value and collector value, and in high-grade condition, it becomes a magnet for serious buyers. Now, here's where it gets exciting. Most people who own proof sets never look closely at their coins. They keep them sealed, sometimes for years, sitting in drawers, safes, or attics. But inside those sets could be a hidden treasure, a flawless 2012 Roosevelt dime that could make any collector's heart race. If you find one that's absolutely pristine, with flawless mirrored fields, no haze, no scratches, and perfect strike details, you could be holding something incredibly valuable. And here's the key: condition and grade. That's where the magic happens. If you send your proof dime to a professional grading service, like PCGS or NGC, and it comes back with one of the top designations, such as PR69 or the perfect PR70 Deep Cameo, you've just unlocked the full potential of your coin. That's where normal proof coins, which might sell for a few dollars, suddenly leap into the big leagues. Collectors pay huge premiums for perfection, and for a coin like this, perfection means profit. Imagine pulling out your 2012 proof set and seeing that one dime shine brighter than the rest. You take it for grading, and it comes back flawless. A top pop coin, meaning there are only a handful in the world graded that high. Suddenly, you're not just holding a piece of American history, you're holding money. Serious money. Because for the rarest, most perfect examples of the 2012 proof Roosevelt dime, collectors and investors have been known to pay extraordinary prices. And I'm not talking about a few $100s. I'm talking about serious cash, the kind that turns 10 cents into a jaw-dropping payday. Believe it or not, depending on condition, rarity, and buyer demand, The potential value of this 2012 proof dime could range from $2,700 all the way up to $60,000. Yes, you heard that right. From $2,700 up to $60,000 for a coin that started life worth just 10 cents. Now let that sink in. A coin you might already own, tucked safely inside your proof set, could be worth as much as a car, a luxury vacation, or even a college tuition payment. And the best part? You don't have to go digging through endless pocket change or searching old jars. It might already be sitting in your home, waiting for you to take a closer look. If you do have the 2012 proof set, here's what you should do right now. Take it out carefully, don't touch the coin's surface, and examine it under good lighting. Look for that sharp S mint mark, because that's your proof from San Francisco. Then, check the finish. A real proof dime should have deep mirror fields that reflect light like a mirror, with frosted details that almost glow. If it's a silver proof, the edge will appear bright and uniform, not with the coppery color you see on regular dimes. And if it looks absolutely perfect, don't hesitate. Send it to a reputable grading company. Grading can confirm whether you're sitting on something truly special. A high-grade certified proof coin instantly becomes more valuable and trusted in the collector market. Once you have it graded, you can choose to keep it as an investment, sell it to a private collector, or list it in a coin auction where serious buyers are always hunting for top-tier pieces. Every year, there are stories of ordinary collectors discovering that their proof set held a hidden gem, one coin that stood out in quality and condition. Sometimes it's a minor detail, a die variation, or simply the incredible grade that pushes it to the next level. The 2012 Roosevelt Dime is one of those modern coins with that potential, the potential to surprise you, to reward your patience, and to remind you why coin collecting is one of the most exciting hobbies in America. So before you write off that small, shiny dime in your 2012 proof set as just another coin, take a second look. Because that little piece of silver and history could be worth more than you ever dreamed possible. It could be your hidden jackpot, your collector's treasure, your unexpected windfall. And if you're lucky enough to have the right one, you might just be holding a dime that could sell for anywhere between $2,700 and $60,000. So go check your proof sets now. You might just be sitting on a 10-cent coin that could change your wallet forever. Top 3. Have you ever held a dime in your hand and wondered if it could secretly be worth a small fortune? A coin so tiny, so ordinary, that most people would never give it a second glance. But one that could change your life if you knew what to look for? Well, today, we're diving into a coin that's been hiding in plain sight for decades. The 1991 American Roosevelt Dime from the U.S. Mint proof set. This isn't your everyday dime. This isn't the kind of coin you find in your loose change, or the one that jingles in your car's cup holder. This coin was made differently, crafted with precision, polished to perfection, and struck not once but multiple times to bring out every fine detail. The 1991 proof Roosevelt Dime was born in the San Francisco Mint, marked proudly with that beautiful S mint mark that collectors crave. And if you have the right one, the flawless version, the immaculate strike, the perfect proof, you could be sitting on something far more valuable than you ever imagined. Let's paint the picture. The year was 1991. The U.S. Mint was producing proof coins for collectors who appreciated craftsmanship and perfection. These proof coins were never meant to circulate. They were sold directly in proof sets, sealed, protected, and stored as miniature works of art. On the obverse, the familiar face of President Franklin D. Roosevelt, designed by John R. Sinek, stands proudly. On the reverse, the symbolic torch, olive branch, and oak branch shine as representations of liberty, peace, and strength. But beneath that beauty lies something much more: potential value. Proof coins are already rare compared to circulation strikes, but when you factor in condition, grade, and variations, that's where the money starts to get serious. Now, here's where it gets interesting. The 1991 S-proof dime exists in two major types: the regular clad proof and the 90% silver proof. The silver proof version is the one that often captures the attention of serious collectors. It's heavier, brighter, and far more valuable due to its composition and its smaller mintage numbers. And if your coin comes from that 1991 silver proof set, you might want to take a very close look, Because this is where fortunes hide. When it comes to value, it's all about condition, and we're not just talking about good or fine. We're talking about perfection. Coins that look like they were just minted yesterday, with mirror-like fields that reflect light so sharply you could almost see your face in them, and frosted details that create a stunning cameo contrast. These are the coins that grading companies like PCGS and NGC label as PR69 or PR70 Deep Cameo. And those designations are where the big money starts flowing. Imagine this: you open an old 1991 proof set that's been sitting untouched for years. You take out that dime and look at it under a bright light. No scratches, no haze, no flaws. Just perfect, gleaming silver and crisp detail. That moment right there, that's when the thrill kicks in. Because a coin like that could be worth far more than 10 cents. It could be the kind of find that turns a simple collector into a success story overnight. Collectors and investors are constantly on the hunt for coins like these, the flawless proofs, the top pop examples, the ones that stand above the rest. And when demand meets rarity, the results can be incredible. Now, you might be thinking, how much could a dime from 1991 really be worth? Well, here's where your jaw is going to drop. While many proof dimes sell for modest prices, the perfect ones, the rarest, most pristine examples from the 1991 proof sets, can reach shockingly high values at auction. Some collectors have paid enormous amounts for the absolute best of the best. Depending on condition, rarity, and market demand, the potential value of the 1991 proof Roosevelt dime can range anywhere from $2,700 all the way up to $68,000. Yes, you heard that correctly. From $2,700 up to $68,000. For a coin that started life as a 10-cent piece, that's the kind of number that makes collectors' hearts race and sparks a wave of excitement across the hobby. So, if you own a 1991 proof set, it's time to check it carefully. Look for that S mint mark on the dime. If it's a silver proof, even better. Then, under good lighting, inspect it for that flawless, mirror-like shine and deep cameo contrast. If it looks absolutely perfect, it's time to get it professionally graded. Certification by a reputable company not only confirms its authenticity but can elevate its value dramatically. And don't make the mistake of handling it with your bare hands. One fingerprint, one tiny scratch, can destroy a coin's value in seconds. Always use gloves, and keep it sealed in its protective holder. Once graded, if your coin receives that top score, you've got a decision to make: hold it as an investment or sell it to a serious buyer. High-grade proof coins have a strong following among collectors, and they often fetch impressive prices in online auctions, private sales, and even live bidding events. Every coin collector dreams of finding that one piece that stands out, the one that turns heads, breaks price records, and reminds the world that even the smallest coins can carry incredible stories. The 1991 Roosevelt dime from the proof set is one of those coins. It's a symbol of how precision, history, and patience can come together to create something truly special and truly valuable. So, before you overlook that little 1991 dime sitting quietly in your collection, take a moment to really look at it. Because what you might be holding isn't just a coin, it could be your hidden treasure, your collector's dream, your unexpected jackpot. And if you've got the right one, in that flawless proof condition, it might just be worth anywhere from $2,700 to $68,000. Go check your proof sets now. That dime you've been ignoring for years might just be your golden ticket. Top 4. Have you ever held a dime and wondered if it could secretly be worth a fortune? That small, unassuming coin jingling in your pocket might be nothing more than 10 cents, or it could be one of the most valuable modern coins in the United States. Today, we're diving deep into a coin that could completely change your idea of money, the 1989 American Roosevelt dime from the U.S. Mint proof set. This is not just any dime. This is a coin that was meticulously crafted for collectors, struck with precision, and polished to perfection at the San Francisco Mint. Look closely at it, and you'll see the iconic portrait of President Franklin D. Roosevelt, facing forward with calm dignity. Turn it over, and the torch, olive branch, and oak branch gleam in perfect detail, symbols of liberty, peace, and strength. But what makes this coin truly fascinating is what lies beneath that shine, its potential value. The 1989 proof dimes were produced in limited quantities, far fewer than circulation coins. They were part of the proof set sold to collectors, sealed carefully, and never meant to be spent. Many of these coins were struck in 90% silver, giving them intrinsic metal value, but it's the perfection in their strike and condition that makes some of these coins priceless to the right collector. Now, here's where it gets exciting. Not every proof dime is worth thousands. Most sit quietly in collections, valuable only for the beauty and history they represent. But for the 1989 Roosevelt dime, the difference between ordinary and extraordinary comes down to one thing: condition. A flawless proof coin, with mirror-like fields, frosted details, and no scratches or blemishes, can command attention worldwide. These are the coins that professional grading services like PCGS and NGC rate as PR69 or PR70 Deep Cameo, and those designations make all the difference in the market. Imagine opening an old proof set that's been tucked away for decades. You lift out the 1989 dime, and the first thing you notice is the shine. It's like looking into a mirror. The details pop. The edges are perfect. No spots, no scratches, no haze. This is the coin that collectors dream about. And once it's professionally graded and certified, it becomes a verified treasure, the kind of coin that can sell for staggering amounts. Collectors and investors around the country are constantly hunting for coins like these, the rare, top-quality proofs that stand above all others. The demand for a pristine 1989 proof dime is high, and the supply is limited. That combination of scarcity and perfection creates serious value. You might be asking yourself, how much could a dime from 1989 really be worth? Most people would be shocked. While ordinary examples of this dime are worth just a few dollars, the rarest, most perfect specimens have broken records. Depending on condition, grading, and market interest, the 1989 proof Roosevelt dime can fetch anywhere from $2,700 all the way up to $71,000. Think about that for a second. A coin that cost a few dollars as part of a proof set could be worth tens of thousands today. From $2,700 up to $71,000, a 10-cent coin that could completely transform a collector's life. It's the ultimate hidden treasure, quietly waiting in old proof sets across the country. If you own a 1989 proof set, now is the time to inspect it carefully. Look for the S mint mark, which identifies it as a San Francisco proof. Examine the coin under strong light. If it's silver and perfectly struck, you might be holding a serious collectible. Avoid touching the surface with bare hands. Fingerprints and scratches can instantly reduce the value. Gloves and careful handling are essential. Professional grading is the next step. Sending the coin to a trusted service like PCGS or NGC can unlock its true market potential. Once certified, you'll know for certain whether you have a common coin or a high-grade treasure. Top-graded coins attract serious buyers, from collectors to investors, often leading to impressive sales at auctions or private deals. The 1989 Roosevelt dime proves that even small coins can hold enormous potential. It's a reminder that in the world of coin collecting, patience, knowledge, and a keen eye can turn ordinary coins into extraordinary fortunes. Every mirror-like proof coin has a story, and this one could be the story that changes everything. So don't ignore that 1989 proof dime sitting in your collection. It could be your hidden jackpot, your collector's dream, your unexpected fortune. A dime that started as 10 cents might now be worth anywhere between $2,700 and $71,000. Take a look at your proof sets. That shining dime might just be your golden ticket. Top 5. Have you ever held a dime in your hand and wondered if it could secretly be worth a fortune? That tiny, everyday coin jingling in your pocket might seem like nothing more than 10 cents, but some coins hide secrets that can change lives. Today, we're exploring one of those hidden treasures, the 1990 American Roosevelt dime from the U.S. Mint proof set. This isn't just any dime. This coin was carefully struck for collectors, polished to perfection, and minted with precision at the San Francisco Mint. On the obverse, you'll see the familiar and timeless portrait of President Franklin D. Roosevelt, looking dignified and steady. Flip it over, and the torch, olive branch, and oak branch stand out in exquisite detail, symbols of liberty, peace, and strength. But what truly makes this coin fascinating isn't just its design, it's the incredible value it can hold. The 1990 proof dimes were produced in limited numbers. Unlike circulation coins, these proof dimes were crafted for collectors, packaged in official proof sets, and preserved carefully. Many were struck in 90% silver, giving them not only collector appeal but intrinsic metal value. However, it's the perfection in strike and condition that can elevate this coin from a collectible to a true fortune. Now, here's where the story gets exciting. Not every proof dime is valuable. Most sit quietly in collections, cherished for their history or beauty. But the 1990 Roosevelt dime has the potential to be extraordinary, especially if it's flawless. A perfect proof coin, with mirror-like fields, frosted details, and no scratches or blemishes, can command astronomical attention from collectors. Professional grading services like PCGS and NGC use designations like PR69 or PR70 Deep Cameo to identify these gems. And that's where the big money begins. Picture this: you open an old 1990 proof set that's been tucked away for decades. You lift out that dime, and the first thing you notice is the shine, like looking into a perfect mirror. The details are crisp, the edges immaculate, and the coin looks untouched by time. That's the moment any collector dreams of. Send it for professional grading, and you could instantly transform it into a verified treasure, a coin that serious buyers will fight over. Collectors and investors are constantly searching for top-quality proofs, coins that stand out in perfection and scarcity. The combination of rarity, flawless condition, and high demand creates serious value. Now you might be wondering, how much could a dime from 1990 really be worth? Most ordinary examples sell for modest prices, but the rarest, top-grade specimens are in a league of their own. Depending on condition, grading, and market demand, the 1990 proof Roosevelt dime can fetch anywhere from $2,700 to $74,000. Yes, that's right, from $2,700 up to $74,000. A coin that began life as a 10-cent piece could now be worth more than a car, a luxury vacation, or even a small house down payment. It's the kind of hidden treasure that can completely change a collector's life overnight. If you have a 1990 proof set, it's time to check it carefully. Look for the S mint mark on the dime, which indicates it was struck at San Francisco. Examine it under strong lighting. If it's silver and perfectly struck, you may be holding a serious collectible. Handle it with care. Even a single fingerprint or scratch can reduce its value instantly. Professional grading is the next step. Sending your coin to a trusted service like PCGS or NGC can unlock its full potential. Once certified, a high-grade proof dime can attract collectors and investors willing to pay impressive prices at auctions, private sales, or online marketplaces. The 1990 Roosevelt dime reminds us that even the smallest coins can hold massive potential. A little patience, careful observation, and knowledge can turn what seems ordinary into something extraordinary. Every flawless proof coin carries a story, and some tell stories of life-changing value. So, don't overlook that 1990 dime sitting in your proof set. It could be your hidden jackpot, your collector's dream, your unexpected fortune. A coin that started as 10 cents might now be worth anywhere between $2,700 and $74,000. Check your proof sets today. That shiny dime might just be the golden ticket you've been waiting for.